Property owners in Los Angeles, we have two very important measures to discuss, so listen up. This is Keri White, real estate agent in beautiful Los Angeles. Measure ULA and Measure GS recently passed in the November 2022 election and in effect April 1st for LA and March 1st for Santa Monica. And this is known as the mansion tax. It's a point of sale tax on any residential or commercial property valued at $5 million and above. This means homes, apartment buildings, retail spaces, hotels, etc. Anything at all above $5 million. That sales tax has increased to a bare minimum of just 4%. Wow. So let me break it down a bit here. So these measures only impact the city of Los Angeles and Santa Monica, cities that are not incorporated or not impacted like Burbank, Beverly Hills, Manhattan Beach, you know the drill. If you're considering a sale, the time to act is now. And by the way, if you know anyone who can benefit from this information, please share it with them. So Measure ULA, a new tax law specific to the city of Los Angeles, will take effect, as I said, April 1st, 2023. So property sold at $5 million or above will incur an additional transfer tax of 4%, which is currently at 0.6%, an additional 4% tax, and property sold at $10 million or above will be taxed an additional 5.5%. Currently, property sales in Los Angeles are subject to a documentary transfer tax at a combined rate of 0.56 from the city and county for every point of sale. These measures are additional taxes. Measure GS, a tax law specific to the city of Santa Monica, will take effect on March 1st. That's very, very soon. Property sold at $8 million or above, different from LA, which is $5 million, will be a total of 5.6% transfer tax, which is an 833% increase. Now this tax applies to both residential and commercial real estate. At the point of sale, the one-time tax will be deducted through escrow, regardless of whether the seller is taking a loss on the property or not. Some people will have to come out of pocket with this new tax. Before we look at a few quick math examples, you may be thinking, this doesn't impact me as I don't have a house that's worth $5 million or more. There are a few points here. Any properties that are bought to rehab, whether remodel or build new, is going to hit the developer's bottom line and make them pay less for the home because they'll have to pay more when they resell it. The tax will impact values on the $5 million and up, which has ripple effects that trickles downward. Also, every single home will eventually be worth $5 million or more in Los Angeles. So let's look at the math. Los Angeles, a $5 million sale would include a $200,000 tax, and a $10 million sale would include a $550,000 tax. Let's do a quick comparison. If you are selling your home for $4.9 million in Los Angeles, you'll be paying a transfer tax of about $27,000. If you sell at $5 million, your taxes will be an additional $200,000. So $227,000 total. Keep in mind, which most people know, cities like Brentwood, Pacific Palisades, Hancock Park, Sherman Oaks, all these fun nicknames are actually still considered the city of Los Angeles. So these measures impact a lot of people. Measure GS. Currently in Santa Monica, when you sell a home, you're subject to a 0.6% transfer tax. Measure GS adds an additional 5% on any sale of property over $8 million, totaling 5.6% in sales tax. That is approximately $400,000 additional taxes paid at time of sale. A quick math example. If you're selling a $10 million house, typically you'd pay about $60,000 in taxes to the city. Now you'll be paying $560,000. These are big jumps and going to impact a lot of sellers. If they have any thoughts of selling, it's important to have their house on the market and sold prior to these dates. Keep in mind, the average escrow is usually 30 days. So what's it all for? What are these measures? Good question. These taxes were on the ballot to help our homeless crisis in our city. The idea is to introduce a fresh homelessness and housing solution. The money is going into a general fund. Why don't you Google that and see what that actually means? Just saying. Are these here to stay? Right now, yes. Has there been pushback? Yes, definitely. Behind the scenes, there have been many efforts to remove these measures. As of right now, though, they're here to stay. There's no expiration, and we're going to be hearing a lot more about this. If you would like to chat further about the specifics, I'm always here to help. And if you know anyone who may not be aware of these measures, especially people maybe have been in their home a long time, planning to sell to a developer, please share with a friend in need, because they will thank you. I know that my private clients are always doing the same thing. And as always, the updates will keep coming on how these measures are working and anything relevant to the world of Los Angeles real estate. Make a comment below. I would love to hear your thoughts on these measures.